Hello, and thank you so much for clicking and for watching this match reaction video. It has finished Fulham nil, Wolves 1. Should have been Fulham nil, Wolves 2 because a perfectly good goal was once again ruled out on VAR, by VAR. Can somebody please explain to me when I put this visual up on screen? Can somebody please explain to me how this is offside? If you look at the line, if you look at the position of both the players' arms, uh, you know, to me that's level. So I don't see how that's offside. I really don't see how that's offside. To me, he's playing him on. If I'm wrong, then please let me know how I'm wrong. If I've got that wrong, because to me that is not offside. And had Wolves gone on to lose this game, had they have drawn this game, it would have been another poor decision by VAR to deny a team a perfectly good goal. But um, fortunately for Wolves, they went on. They got a goal, 92nd minute. Good for me because I had a bet on Wolves to win this game. Thought it was going to be a draw. And you know what? If Fulham had taken a point, it would have been controversial, and it would have had an impact on the league, obviously, because it would have meant they would have closed that gap slightly to Newcastle, and it would have been a problem for Newcastle because again, Fulham would have closed that gap on them, but it didn't happen. Um, and regardless of whether I won or lost the bet tonight, I think Wolves probably just edged it on the night, but it was a really competitive game. I thought Fulham played the part, but they have um, they have a problem scoring goals, don't they? They scored against Villa, and they were brilliant against Villa up until that last 10 minutes. And there were times tonight where they were really good, but they have a problem getting over the line. Um, and that is a problem, and that for me now, and I've been saying all along since the turn of Christmas, I've been saying I think Fulham are going to be okay, and the way they play, they're better to watch than Newcastle. They're better to watch than Newcastle. I think they're more progressive. I think they've got a good young manager, and that's not me slagging off Steve Bruce because I have a lot of sympathy for what is happening at Newcastle at the moment. But Newcastle is not the story tonight. The story is that Fulham have once again struggled and failed to get over the line. And 92 minutes, you're almost there. And again, against Aston Villa, they shipped 3 goals really quickly, having been in front for a good portion of the second half. So they do have a problem, and I'm just looking at their fixtures. Arsenal next, and regardless of what we think about Arsenal and their form this season, Arsenal turned Fulham inside out on the first day of the season. Now, this is a different Fulham team. I think this Fulham team has improved. I think they've got good players. I think Reed and Robinson uh, and Scott Parker's done a really good job. I do think Mitrovic isn't going to get you the goals that you need. Is he's got this reputation as a go getter. He'll get you goals. He didn't. He had opportunities tonight, but for large chunks of the game, large portion of the game, large parts of the game, he wasn't there. And sometimes the commentator would say Mitrovic, and you'd have to think, oh, Mitrovic is on. I forgot because he doesn't do enough for me when I do watch him play. And I think that's something that Fulham are going to have to look at in the summer. I think, will he get you goals in the Championship? Yes, but he's not. He's not at the level that Fulham need. He's not what they need in the Premier League. If they do survive, I think they have to go out and get someone that's good, that is proven to get goals. I don't think Loftus Cheek. I think he's a good player, but he's not going to get you a good amount of goals a season. But it is a shame because I think that was another opportunity tonight against Aston Villa on Sunday. They had an opportunity to draw level with Newcastle. Missed opportunity. Okay, Villa having a good season, but to fall apart the way they did, it's just not. It's just not good enough. And I think it just shows you the level that they are at. Really, bit of a reality check. And again tonight, just see the game out. It was a great finish from Traore. It was a great finish, and he's obviously been on a huge goal drought. So fair play to him. You know, I thought he put in a shift tonight, but he's not been in the best form when I have watched him this season. He's not the player that he has been the last couple of seasons. And, but should the goalkeeper be doing better? Should the goalkeeper be doing better? Should he stop that? Should he get beaten in the way that he was? I don't think so. But the power of the shot, I think you can maybe just say fair enough. The power of the shot is beating him. But that's a different debate. But Wolves, I thought, rode the luck at times in the game. I thought Fulham caused them a few problems, but overall, when I think about the game overall, I think Wolves just shaded it. But I don't think you would have begrudged, or I wouldn't have begrudged Fulham a point in this game. But Wolves, they got what they deserved. They got what they deserved in this game purely because of that VAR decision. And I didn't think Wolves were in trouble anyway. They're having a difficult season, losing the likes of Jimenez. He's not going to be back until next season with that injury at Arsenal earlier in the season. That was a massive blow for them and a massive loss. And they've had a lot of injuries to contend with. And I think when we look at Wolves, and I think they finished 7th in the league in the Premier League the last 2 seasons. Last season, quarter-final of the Europa League. I think they started their season in June, July. And they just kept going. And this summer, they've lost Jota, proven goal scorer. They lost Doherty, who went to Tottenham. So there's a lot to be done at Wolves in the summer if they wanna kick on. I think this season's just been difficult. They've been ravaged with injuries, but I think they're going to be okay. I thought they were going to be okay anyway. But for Fulham, I think that's probably it now. I don't see them. I do not. I mean, it's not impossible, and it's still statistically they're still in a good position. I don't think Newcastle will pick up a lot of points, but I think if Newcastle were to win this weekend, they've now got 2 games in hand. They've got 2 games in hand on Fulham. Let me just check that. I'm pretty sure it's 2 games in hand. Let's just have a look. Pretty sure it's 2 games in hand. Let's just have a look in here. So, yeah, Newcastle have got 2 games in hand on Fulham, and actually, Newcastle 4 draws in the last 5. Fulham 4 defeats in the last 5. 4 defeats on the bounce. So actually, Newcastle are not in blistering form, but they're picking up points. They're picking up points, and I think they are now 3 points behind Brighton. But the most important thing is that Fulham gave themselves a massive opportunity, but the form's just dropped off. And as good as they've been to watch at times, they've just not done enough. They've not been able to get over the line. And that is why now I think that's it for Fulham now. And a lot of us, just for the spectacle, we're probably thinking, oh, it's going to go to the last game of the season, Fulham and Newcastle. But Newcastle have, 2 games in hand on Fulham now. I think one more win, it's 6 points and it's done. And I don't see Fulham getting out of this now. So that's for me. Fulham gone. Newcastle, 1 more win, 3 more points, and they're safe. And that is what I think now. And that's a shame because I think, I've said before, I don't like teams that just make up the numbers. And I think for a long time, Newcastle have been a team that have just made up the numbers. They don't really contribute much to the league in terms of entertainment, in terms of that sort of competitiveness. So they have kind of become the whipping boys of the league. They're just there. They're just sort of there. And I think Fulham in the second half of the season in particular have shown a real grit. They've been progressive with some of the play, but I think the last 2 games have just shown just how far they are away from being what they want to be, which is an established Premier League club. But, never say never. There's still time. Newcastle, they are 3 points ahead. They have 2 games now, but there's no guarantee that Newcastle are going to win those 2 games in hand. So, maybe. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong. It happens. It does happen. I can be wrong quite a lot of the time, sometimes. But, yeah, hand on heart, I think that's it for Fulham now. But if you haven't subscribed already, why not subscribe? Leave any thoughts, comments, and feedback on this video or any of the other videos, and let me know what you think. Are you a Fulham fan, or are you a Newcastle fan, are you a Wolves fan? What did you think of the VAR decision tonight? For me, I thought it was appalling. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all soon.